Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Wake up. It is Monday morning, June 7th, 2021, and I will get you all caught up on what you need to know going on right now in Raid Shadow Legends, including the launch of the Herndig Fusion. I will get you a full calendar on that so you can plan accordingly, and we have also got the team presets update live. I will show you how to build a team from scratch. We'll put one together live on video so you know exactly what is going on, and then we'll cover the miscellaneous changes that are also coming to the game. Lots to talk about. It's going to be a big week for Raid, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, this sheet you see over there that I am working on, I will link to that down below in a pinned comment so you can find it nice and easy and pull that up whenever you would like to look at this laid out. You can see there up the top, it's got the different days of the month, 7th, 8th, 9th, and so on, all the way until the 23rd, at which point everything will be wrapped up and finished. Looks like everything actually ends there on the 21st, but I had enough room there on the right to fit things while I was working on it. But then down below, you can see we've got the potions breakdown, the lesser, greater, and superior, and then the light blue are going to be events, the dark blue are going to be tournaments, and then the champion training event and summon rush are highlighted there in pink because they are going to be the huge ones for the void champions that you're going to have to go super hard on to get those voids to be able to skip some of the lower fusions. Now, this one's going to be a little different. You can see there, I've only got 6 champions on the fusion plan list. It's not like the normal 4, and it's not like 20 of them like we've seen before. So the way it's gonna work is, let me put that away. So the 2 on the left, the epics over here, Siege Hulk and Gory, you're going to have to fuse them. You can't just like go super hard in an event and acquire them. But these ones on the right, Skavix and Hoferes, you can get from events. That's why if I pull up the planner here, you can see I've got Skavix and Hoferes up there on top because you can get them from an event, but the ones on the left, you are going to have to fuse them. So it's a little bit confusing, and they've never really done one structured exactly like this, but that's how it's going to break down. And if you want a quick breakdown of the kit, just a really quick refresher course, Herndeg's kit is going to be an A1 that attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, and decreases the cooldown of the A3 here, Stasis Strike, if the attack gets a kill. The A2 is going to be an AoE that can be booked to a 3-turn cooldown with a booked up 100% chance of placing both the big version of decreased defense and decreased accuracy for 2 turns. The A3 is going to be booking to a 4-turn cooldown, attack one enemy and fully deplete the target's turn meter. Will also attack all enemies if the first attack is critical. So if that first attack one enemy and decrease turn meter, if that's critical, then he'll do an AoE after that, and we can book it to 100% chance of placing a weaken for 2 turns. And it will also place an HP burn debuff for 2 turns after the attack on the enemies whose turn meters are below 30%. So a lot going on there, but he's going to need accuracy and crit rate in order to get some value out of that A3. He's also got a passive of fill the champion's turn meter by 10% every time they are hit, and it can occur once per enemy hit, once per like enemy turn. Also fills the champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally dies, with an aura of ally attack in arena battles by 35%. So that is kind of the basic breakdown of the fusion going on. I definitely recommend going for this guy if you can. He's probably not going to be like the best champion in the game, but his kit is decently solid and he can be good in certain situations. So if the fusion is realistic for you to go for it, I definitely recommend doing so. If it's not, don't break the bank doing so. Don't ruin your experience playing Raid just to try and make the fusion happen. But I always recommend scooping up fusion legendaries if it's realistic for you to go after it. But now I want to dive into the team presets because I think this is going to be one of the biggest things to ever come to Raid Shadow Legends since its release. This is going to be an absolutely epic thing to dive in and play around with. So I'm going to show you what it's like to build a team from scratch and put it together. So first of all, to access this page, all you got to do is go to the battle screen where you're going to be hitting start to play or whatever. And then up at the top left, they've added this button called Team Setup. You click on that and it will bring up your saved team presets from the battle page right before you were going to click play. So I deleted the ones that I had set up. I wanted to show you a start to scratch, what it would look like. So if I'm going to set up a Spider 20 team, I wanted to show you kind of a famous situation where we've got Coldheart would not use her Heart Seeker she would do her AoE, and then you would have to get her to have 2 turns before the Spiderlings so that she would do her Heart Seeker into the spider. It was super annoying. And sometimes Kymar would not reset on the Spiderlings. He would do his AoE attack because there was too many enemies on the field. So I'm going to show you how to set that up to make it function properly. Now, first of all, when you're setting up your team, the far right is going to be the leader, and you aren't able to drag and drop them after you select your team. So it's important to get that one thing right. Make sure you get the leader right. You can adjust everything else, but in this case, I'm going to want the Royal Guard just for the small boost to attack on my team. So I'm going to put that in first, and then you can see the aura glows there on the far right. And I can't drag and drop. I can't like move this Royal Guard. I would have to take it out and delete the team in order to swap that out. So just something to take note of. You want to make sure you get the at least the leader position right. And then after that, remember, I wanted to get the 2 Cold Arts in there that I'm going to tell to use their Heartseeker as their default priority AI. And then I need my debuffer. We'll go ahead with Venus. And then I want to use Kymar to reset the skills and cycle back through. So there is that. But now you can see here, I can't swap. Like, I can't make Venus the leader instead. I'd have to just, like, delete the Royal Guard, delete the Venus, put the Venus in, and then put the Royal Guard in. So I hope at some point they add the ability to kind of drag and drop champions within the screen. But right now, it is not there. Then we're going to click on the little box of the sliding bars here to go ahead and pull up the AI prioritization screen. Now for Royal Guard, we want the takedown. You can click on the ability, by the way, to see what it does. Just a little reminder. We want the max HP ability to for sure be the prioritization. So these are going to be grayed out, and you might be like, why can't I change this? What is going on? You have to unclick default and give yourself a blank canvas, and then you can go through and make opener first choice on the takedown. The flag here means opener, and then the 1 means that's going to be their AI priority. Then Cold Art, this is the big one we've all been waiting for. We go to Heartseeker. I want to uncheck default and go opener first choice, always use if available, and then I get the flag on the Cold Art for the opener and the 1 for priority. And then there's some HP burn strategies where you don't want Cold Heart to do this AoE ability. You can come in and uncheck default and click don't use, and then you'll see that we've got the Cold Art here with the crossed out circle here saying that she will not use Art of Pain. We do the same thing here for the other Cold Art. We go first choice opener for the Heartseeker, and then the Venus. She will do it right, but just to show you, we want her to open up with the defense break and do it whenever she can. But sometimes, like after the reset of Kymar, there are some certain scenarios where you want them to open with it, but not necessarily always use it if it's available. So in that case, you can just click opener and then click default. And now she won't spam it like the Heartseeker, because if they already have defense break and weaken up for 2 turns, you don't need them to do it again maybe. So you can play around with this and make it work with your specific team. That's just a couple different situations where you might not want them to always use it, but you want them to use it as the opener for sure. And then Kymar, we definitely want him to do the Seal of Magic as the opener and make it his first choice. We want him to be resetting cooldowns if it's available to him. So we would set it up like that, and then we can block him out from doing his AoE if we would like to have him not ever use that, similar to the Cold Heart if you didn't want her to do the AoE. So then you can click through and make sure everything looks right to you. You can pull them all up on the same page, and now we should have a Spider 20 team that will do the Cold Heart Heartseekers properly, and we can actually burst down the spiders. So then you can also save it. If you want to save the name of the team, you would click that same screen right here, and then under the pencil up at the top right, you can click Edit, and it'll bring up the little bar here, and then you type in your name that you would like, and then you hit save, and now you can see it says Spider 20, and we've got our team all set up and ready to rock. So we back out, and it is plugged in. Now, if it wasn't plugged in, let's say we loaded up our screen, and it was like this, we haven't done this, we would go to Team Setup, and then as soon as I click this box, it plugs it in, we back out, and there the champions are filled in and ready to rock. Then we click Spider 20, and you will see we have finally got Cold Hearts that will do the Heartseeker right out the gate and prioritize it properly. We get the debuff from Venus. Boom. Heartseeker, it's a beautiful thing. Royal Guard, then we get the reset. The spiders are going to take their turn. That's fine. Doesn't matter. We've already been reset. We're going to come in Heartseeker and GG. We also get that fancy new, like animation when the fight ends. I love that. That looks super cool. So even a new victory screen coming with this update. And I think Venus missed one of her debuffs, so I want to try this again here. I think Venus didn't land the... okay, there. Now we got both. So I want to see... Yeah, we got the Heartseeker hitting way harder. And there we go. Okay. Yep. So, like, this is just a team I'm doing for the video here. I didn't perfectly optimize it. I just wanted to show you that there you see the the Heartseeker coming out twice from the Cold Heart, and definitely prioritizing that. So it is working when you set up a spider team like this, and that's going to be an amazing change to finally have our Cold Hearts prioritize the Heartseeker. And then I will also just quickly skim through the patch notes with you here live, and I'll also link to this post down below with the Fusion Planner thing if you want to be able to pull this up and look at it on your own time. We won't go through this word for word. I've covered it in dedicated videos, but we'll just kind of wrap this up and go through it together here really quick. The save teams, I just walked you through how that works and kind of the basics of how that functions. Clan vs. Clan with personal rewards. From now on, we're going to launch CVC tournaments with personal rewards as a separate edition of CVC tournaments. This means going forward, we'll have some standard CVC tournaments without individual awards and some tournaments with individual rewards added. There will be 6 personal reward tiers. Each player's personal reward tier depends on the number of points they earned in the previous CVC tournament that had personal rewards. And there will be 10 personal milestones in each tier, and players eligible to receive personal rewards if their clan wins the CVC matchup. So just trying to add more of an incentive for an opportunity to win some resources for people that do really well in clan versus clan tournaments and maybe their team loses. Playtime rewards are getting a small update. It's nothing major, but hey, you know, more resources is more resources that'll accumulate over time for people that are playing every day. Lots of champion and battle fixes here. I'll try to go through and let you know which ones really stand out to me. But it looks like mostly kind of AI and bug type fixes. I won't read through them all individually. You can kind of click on the post if you want to see all those different bug fixes. That'll be down below. Then game experience enhancements. This will probably be a big one to go through. Champion names added to the index. That is a big one to cover here. Let me talk about that for a second. So if we pull up the index, you'll see how different it looks. It's a lot more spread out, and we got the name of the champions. I like how they've got the name of the champions on here, but it just looks weird to me. It looks like too much dead space or something. Like there's too much space in between these. I would maybe make the text a little bit smaller and squeeze things together a little bit. Maybe it's just because I'm used to the old style. Maybe, let me know what you think. Do you like this more or less? I think it just looks weird. But that could be just because it's changed and I'm not used to it. Maybe it's better and my eyes just aren't used to it yet, but I would like them to eliminate some of that dead space and kind of crunch things together just a little bit more. But anyway, the index has definitely changed. So let's pull up that post again and keep going. A quick travel option has been added for campaign stages. So what that means is, let me put this away and let me move my camera here just for a second. But down on the bottom left, when you click the battle screen right here, so you click battle screen, bottom left, you can see it's showing the last run that I did. I can go ahead and just click on that and go straight to that run. So that is definitely a cool addition. I love that. It's just a quick way to navigate to the last campaign run that you were doing and just keep right on going without having to go through all the different maps and select that last stage that you did. Another big one that definitely stood out to me was the total team power right here will be shown in the battle and battle log of classic and tag team arena. That is incredible. So let me tell you why. When we go into the arena and we are going to farm the arena, we used to have to click on battle and then we could see the team power. Now you can actually just scroll through here and see which ones are the best route for you to go when farming up your medals. So you can see here 88k. I know I can win that one before I even have to pull it up and take a look. Just really cool. And then they also added the start on auto feature. That's absolutely amazing. So for when you're farming the arena, you can see which teams are going to be the best route for you to go against. And you can also start on auto if you would like. So definitely a massive quality of life change there. But yeah, that's kind of the ones that really stood out to me. And again, if you want to see the full list of changes, all you gotta do is click on the post down below and read through it. But yeah, definitely a really cool patch and lots of fun things going on here with version 4.30. Then as far as what is going on in game currently, we've got the Dragon Tournament. You're going to want to make sure you get to at least 1800 to scoop up the fusion fragments available there. Then under the events tab, we have got the dungeon divers coinciding with that, and we've got fragments you want to pay attention to there. You're going to want to get to at least 1300, but I would definitely push it to 1675 and scoop up the core hammers while you're at it. The artifact enhancement event's going to be starting soon, and it is part of the fusion, so be careful with your silver today, and then make sure you're focusing on the fusion warm-up event as well. Now let's head on into the shop and see if there's anything worth getting after here. We've got the big one with the books. So we've got 10, 10, 2 million, okay, 1500 gems, 1.6, is that right? So I've been messing up these ones with books, so I want to make sure I'm right. 10, 10, 1500, 2 million. Okay, yeah, 1.6. So that is unfortunate. Not going to be a great one to chase after there. Special progress pack, this will be an important one to put in. We've got 40. I think these are usually around a 1.8. 1200 gems, 2400 energy, 16 energy refills, 1.2 million, and a 1.77. Yeah, so nope, not gonna cut it for me. The monthly pack's about a 2.5, and $20 for some Dark Elf 5-star is way too expensive. So unfortunately, big patch day, but nothing super special that I am seeing. The only one that would make sense is like the 10 legendary books and some of these resources for like a high spender, but it's not very good for efficiency spenders. But alrighty, that will do it for what I wanted to get covered in this one. It's a big day. It's a Monday morning, patch 4.30 day. Lots of things going on in the game right now. If you're watching this video right when it came out, there'll be a link down below in a pinned comment where you can catch me live for the next few hours if you want to come hang out and talk about some of this different stuff going on. I'm sure I'll be testing the presets and just kind of hanging out, having some fun on stream. If you would like to join us on patch day, that link will be down below. But yeah, good luck if you're going for the fusion, and enjoy the new patch, and let me know down below what you think about the things like the index. Do you think it looks better or worse? And your experience so far with the champion presets and the different teams and changing the AI. I think it'll be a fun one. Definitely one of the crazier patches to come through in the last few months here. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.